From the Bob Mills Weather Center, Oklahoma weather expert, Lacey Swope.
Well, if you've been counting, we are now at 111 hours solid below freezing. That's why the chance for your water lines to freeze up has been an issue. So many folks, we've heard from you, your water lines have frozen. The big thaw starts today. We'll get above freezing this afternoon. We're back to the 20s tonight. We're above freezing tomorrow before the next Arctic blast hits. We've got sunshine, though, and it feels so much warmer. There's still the remnants from that winter storm with the snow and some ice on some of the areas, secondary streets, the sidewalks, the driveways, your parking lot, that sort of thing. So be careful. That really starts to thaw and even evaporate as we go through the day. Let me show you the hours. 111. We've got about 2 more to go. We're in the 20s now. In about 2 hours, we will be in the low 30s. We creep up into the 40s later today. So I'm showing you the view from space. Look at all the white on the map. That is snow looking down from satellite imagery all across eastern Oklahoma. This is why a lot of the schools in this portion of the state had a late start or were canceled for today. North central Oklahoma, a lot of the county roads still snow-packed all the way to the northwest, and in our far western panhandle, snow still on the ground. Few slick spots, still a concern. Be careful. That gets a lot better through the day. We are tracking our next storm system, bringing snow, heavy snow in the northwest. Doesn't really bring precip to Oklahoma, but it's bringing more Arctic air. It's 21 degrees on our Lucky Star Skycam network. A south wind. We are sitting 15 degrees warmer right now than we were at this time on your Tuesday. So that stair step up in the right direction, it's happening. 21 in Woodward, 24 in Hobart, 22 in Ardmore, 19 in Tulsa. Now the winds are picking up. We're getting gusts 30, 35, just had a gust of 40 out near Cheyenne. It's a south wind. So even though we have the sunshine and we're getting warmer, that wind has a bite to it, and really most of the day, it's going to cause it to feel much colder. So 9 is the temperature when you factor in the wind in Piedmont. 12 is the wind chill in Shawnee. 12 in Jones. Single digits, low teens for the feel-like conditions. Hour by hour, back up above freezing and into the 40s. That's what we're expecting. 43 in Enid, 46 in Lawton, 55 in Guyman. We are actually up above freezing tomorrow as well, and some data suggest even getting warmer. We'll talk about that. There is another front that slams in tomorrow night, a ripping north wind. When it comes in, winds 30 to 40 out the door Friday morning. Wind chills near 0. Winds back off on Friday, but the temperatures stay below freezing. We're in the deep freeze Saturday, and even for portions of your Sunday, we nudge above freezing briefly, and then Sunday night into Monday, January 22nd, Monday morning, there is a chance for some freezing rain. We'll have trackers out if the pattern continues the way it looks, because our surface temp will be below freezing. The rain will fall. That's what we call freezing rain. That will freeze on contact to some elevated surfaces and maybe some of the roadways. So more on that in a minute. Then several storms lined up back to back as we head into next week with rounds of rain headed our way. The winter temperatures start to erode away. Tonight we're still in the thick of it, back down into the 20s. Some clouds roll in tonight, a weak front. Tomorrow 40s and 50s. Now some of the latest high-res data this morning suggests that front stalls a little bit and we have a chance to get a little warmer in the metro. It would be nice. We'll see how the timing of that plays out. If the front slams on through, which is usually what happens with Arctic air, we'll stay pretty chilly tomorrow. But above freezing. Friday, we're not above freezing. Friday, the north winds are with us. It's cold, and then we get above freezing on Sunday briefly. That's when we climb back above, falling into the 20s and low 30s late Sunday evening and night. And this is future next gen, showing some rain beginning. And the reason why it's pink is because that rain is freezing rain. See, Ada, Ardmore, Lawton, you're at about 32. Really, temperatures need to be in the 20s to get that really thick coat of ice to set up. We'll see. We may just be a little bit too warm to have any real icing concerns. We got to stay tuned to the forecast as the system gets closer, and it's really along and kind of south of I-44 where that sets up. One thing for sure, by Monday mid-morning into the afternoon, we do all climb above freezing and any of that ice will melt. This isn't a long duration ice storm, but in the morning, light ice to freezing rain is possible. May end up with a glaze on some elevated surfaces, some slightly higher totals to the south, but 1/4 of an inch of ice, that's not enough to bring down power lines or do any major damage to your trees. It's just not showing up as that type of an event. Stay tuned though. We're below freezing for about 60 hours before we climb back up, and there are 50s on the way next week. And we're back with what caught my eye right after this.